Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today is Monday, December the 20th, 2021. And I'll have one more week with you at Umaid 24. And I will unfortunately resign from this beautiful channel and beautiful television that I used to be part of it for, I think, 3-4 years now. The reason for that is that I'm too busy with my work. I can't hold two shows, one on Tuesday, one in English on Mondays. So I decided that at this time, right now, leave this one, May 24, next week. And next week will be my last show for 2021. And if my workload become kind of manageable, then I will be asking Nasir John Khaled to give me this opportunity to be at your service again. Today, I like to talk about two things or two issues. One is how you can stay out of trouble. Many of our youth, sometimes they get into trouble. And this is your own life. Life is beautiful. Life is a gift of God. Life is for us to enjoy and learn, and we do not know how long we live, but we need to enjoy it as much as we can. So how can you stay out of trouble? What are the approaches or methods or way of doing things to be out of trouble? The first one is that you need to use your time efficiency or effectively. When you use your time effectively and you have a good time management, as I talked about it long time ago, and include positive things in your daily programming or daily schedule, I think you can stay out of trouble if you use your time effectively. And how could you do that? As a Muslim young man, it is important that you know the value of prayers. And prayers give you a very good and a strong time management. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do not need our prayers. So we do pray for ourselves to stay out of trouble. Not only that, prayers will align your body and soul. So you will be out of kind of stress and manage your life effectively, and you can think better. Because one psychological reason of prayers is that it really motivates your mind to do good things in your life. So you as a young Muslim, you have a lot to do, and you have a beautiful life ahead of you. You can get educated, you can travel, you can explore the world, and there's a lot of things that you could do. So What prayers can do for you is that you effectively use your time, organize your time, because organization and coordination of life, that is, some people do not know how to do it. That's why they are late. They are late on their homework. They are late on their assignment. They are late on their projects. They are late on achieving things, achieving their goal. Like I know some young fellows that they are been in at the college for 4 years that they have not been able to finish it. That's not because they're bad students. That's not because they're lazy. No, they're not. They're not bad students. They're not lazy. They don't have a good time management, and they are not using their time effectively. They don't know their priorities. What is their priority? What needs to be done first? So prayer not only get you out of stress and all those bad energy, it focuses you to do the right things. If you know the meaning of prayer and the purpose of prayer and the goal of prayer properly. See, people are going and do yoga, for example. Why? So they want to find the concentration of mind and body, to align their soul and body. And that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala recommend to us 1400 years ago, that prayers give you an alignment of soul and your body, get you out of stress, make you focus on the right things, and you cleanse yourself, you cleanse your body, you cleanse your mind by prayer. And that will make you stay away from trouble. So my first request is that as much as you are busy with your school, homework, assignment, and other activities you may have, invest 5-6 minutes every morning or evening or lunchtime, Asr time, just 5-6 minutes, and concentrate why you are in this world. What is the purpose of this world? Why you are born? Why you were born? What is the purpose of your life? What can you do for yourself? What can you do for your family? What can you do for your community and society at large? At least what can you do for yourself to enjoy your life? So concentrate. Concentration of mind through prayers is extremely important, and that comes through prayers. That comes through prayers. So the other thing that you can stay out of trouble, besides using your time efficiently and effectively, and concentrate on your prayers, because you can achieve some goals and some objectives, but you will be exhausted. And how could you get rid of that exhaustion? Is through prayers. So prayers should always be with you. Always perform your prayers. I remember an old man. He was not old. He was like 50s. And once he told me that he has a lot of things in his mind, and that really stress out. I just ask him, do you do your morning or at least evening or at least lunchtime? Out of 5 times of prayers that is mandatory and obligatory to Muslims, at least do you do 2 times, if not more? And he said, no. I said, that's your problem. And he was like 54 years old. And I said, why don't you concentrate on this and find time to do and perform your prayers? But before you do that, you need to know the goal and objectives of prayers, the psychological aspect of prayers, why it is recommended by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Believe it or not, I saw him like 4 months later, and he said, you know what? I'm doing much, much better now. Thank you. So I am asking you, our young people, your life is so busy, I understand. You have a lot of projects and assignment and this and that. You have some planning for future. I understand that. You need to work on that. But do everything with prayer. And that will really make you succeed. Because you move on stress-free. A lot of times we move on with a lot of stress. But move on stress-free. That's my advice to you. The second thing you need to do is mingle with good friends. Friends who are really stand by you. Friends that share the same thoughts and values. This is extremely important. Because if friends are not standing by you, and if friends do not share the same value system, and if friends are just for wasting time, that's not friend. So friends are those who push you for better life. Friends are those who support you and give you the right feedback. We all have friends. I have few very, very beautiful friends. And these friends always stand by me, support me, give me the right advice, and want me to succeed. And they enjoy my success. They celebrate my success. So if a friend is jealous and he's not really getting happy for your achievement, that's not friend. Does that make sense? So make sure that you get the right friends. Friends are those that they share a common denominator. So you need to find a common denominator with your friends. But before you choose a friend, you need to define your own values. There is a verse in the Quran that mufsid, a corrupt person, goes with a corrupt person. And a mu'min goes with a mu'min. So you need to define your values. And you need to be firm on those values. For example, I'm a Muslim. My values are that I need to stay away from trouble. I'm not interfering in anybody's life. I'm not jealous of no one. Everyone has a destiny. Everyone has a destiny. But of course, you need to remember that Islam is not fatalism, that I leave everything without thinking, without taking actions, without taking initiative, and then think that things will happen by itself. No, you play a role in your own life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you aql. You need to use your aql. So these friends play a major role in your success or your destruction. So success is that they always give you good advice, and they always give you the right feedback, and they always want you to succeed. But destruction is that they cause you stress, they cause you depression, and sometimes you don't know how to fight that. And sometimes you feel like, should I cut relation with him or her, or not keep going like that? Is that a wasting of time? What should I do? The reason that you fell into that type of trap is because you have not defined your own values. What are your values? For example, I'm telling you my values. I like to use my time effectively and efficiently. I like to read books. I like to watch movies that are inspiring, learning, as an entertainment. I don't watch movies that bother my mind. This is not because I'm an old man. I've been doing this since my youth, just like you are a young man. So books do not fight with you. Books are not jealous. Books do not stab you on the back. Book really motivate you for a better life when you get good books and when you watch inspiring movies. I had seen that movie before, I think twice. Last night, just Sunday night, I just wanted to watch a movie. So I went to one of those classics. If you have not seen that or watched that, watch it. Sound of Music. It was made in 1965. I think it was a masterpiece of drama, screenplay, actors, and the actor, the man died this year, in February 2021. So because I 2020, so he just recently died. So I watched that Sound of Music. And to me, those type of music movies are very inspiring, very learning, make you think about the wisdom of life. Or for example, another movie, Amadeus. It's a beautiful movie. So besides having good friends, it's important that you do the right things for your own life. And one of them is watching good movies and reading good books. And also, we need to do some exercise. So half an hour walking is not bad at all. And if you want to go to gym or something like that, that's up to you. But half an hour, at least half an hour of walking, it's very inspiring. Because when you walk, you think about different things. Good ideas come to your mind when you walk. It's not only good for your health, but also it's good for your mind. And now specialists are telling us that one of the best exercise or among exercises are walking. So walk or do another exercise. Another value system is that don't interfere into other people's lives. They are as adult as you are. If they're too close to you, you can indirectly tell him or her that this is not right. But if they are not close to you, you don't need to, because they don't listen to you anyway. But it's always good that we should. Sometimes when I want to give a message to people, I just write an article and they read it. I draw their attention. Or sometimes I say it on my talk shows. So, and the other thing that you can stay away from troubles is how you invest your time. We talked about efficiency, effectiveness of time, learning, reading books, and this and that. But how you really invest on your learning, because this investment on learning, it makes you shine. So there are, and I mentioned that before, probably 2-3 times. But I need to tell you that you need to invest on learning. But learning that makes you a better person. If you are learning but still you are selfish, then you have not learned. If you are reading books and going to college, but still you are a troublemaker, then you have not learned. So when I'm talking about investment on learning, or you are learning but you are abusive, even if you have a PhD, but you are abusive, or you are controlling, then you have not learned. So don't fool people with your degrees, academic degrees, and your social status, while you know that you are not doing right, because you have not invested properly on learning. Because the true learning, it makes you a different person. So investment on learning, it is extremely important. The last topic is about Afghanistan. You, our youth, I'm asking you that you, even if you write or you say something or you go to a meeting, you need to stand for freedom of Afghanistan. Afghanistan is not free anymore. Afghanistan is exploited under the name of Deen. Strategically, Afghanistan is exploited by our neighbor Pakistan. So you need to make sure that your fellow friends know that you are not supporting the Taliban. The Taliban are not the right people for Afghanistan. They are very tribal, very ignorant, and they use deen as a political tool to fool people. Deen or religion cannot be imposed. It's been 4 months that they are taking over. I'm not calling it power, because taking power politically means that they have some legitimacy. No one in Afghanistan acknowledged them or pledged allegiance to them. In no international community, no countries, they do not recognize them, because they are not fit for leadership of a country. The economy is nosedive. The social system is collapsing. The political system is collapsing. People are suffering. So you, our youth, you are a voice, because the majority of Afghans in Afghanistan are young people. 70% of population to 75% of population is young. So stand behind those young people. Stand for freedom. Stand for citizenship, meaning that all Afghans should be equal before the law. Stand against discrimination against women and those who are lower in numbers. In Islam, there is no majority and minority, but there are some tribes who are fewer in numbers, or there are some religious denominations that are fewer in numbers. I don't use the word minorities, because I hate minority and majority. Minority and majority is a huge, big-time discrimination. We should be one nation under God, without any majority and minority. One nation under God. So you need to stand for citizenship. That all Afghans, regardless of their gender, religious denomination, tribal affiliation, political affiliation, language affiliation, anything, everyone should be equal before the law. And deen should not be imposed. This does not mean that, as I said earlier many times, that deen and politics are separate. No. But the purpose of politics being in deen is to govern with justice. That we need to see everyone equal. We need to work hard for economic achievement. We need to educate our people. Teach them the right things. That's the purpose of deen in politics. It's not just imposing them to pray or not pray or fast. Those are personal things. So you, our youth, outside Afghanistan, stand beside your youth inside Afghanistan and reject the Taliban. The Taliban is not the right choice for Afghanistan at this time. At all. They can't rule Afghanistan. We want a free Afghanistan, free of discrimination, prejudices, and always vote for citizenship, that Afghans should be equal before the law. And this should be our motto: freedom and citizenship. We want freedom and citizenship. And again, next week will be my last show on TV, Omid 24. And I think we'll discuss our achievement in this last 3-4 years that I was with Omid 24. And And that's it. So I'll talk to you and see you next week, inshallah. Have a nice week, and wherever you are in this beautiful world, enjoy yourself. Thank you very much, and may God be with you.